Good morning, everybody. I've got my pug mug and I'm ready for the day. How's everybody doing this morning? I tried and tried and tried and tried going live. I think I tried 6 times to go live on Facebook. And I don't know why the chat it just doesn't want to pop up. I don't know. I don't understand that. So I'm enjoying my cup of coffee. I'm working on a washcloth and just thought I would pop on and say good morning. Good morning, Amby. How are you? It's been a while since I've seen you on one of the chats. How are you doing? Good morning, Russell. How are you? Did you work today, Russell? Or last night, I should say? Good morning, Nancy. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Amby. Yeah, I was saying I tried probably, oh my goodness, 6 times trying to get on the Facebook live stream, but it just wouldn't let me. The chat box doesn't pull up. I don't understand. There's got to be a change somehow that I didn't read about. Why the chat box doesn't pop up anymore when you get on, and that's frustrating. Saturday morning, and I'm getting ready to go to work today. Well, that's good. That's good. So you're just up with the birds anyway, huh? Are you normally an early bird, Russell? Good morning, Pat. How are you? I'm an early bird. Even if I don't have to work, I still get up early. I think it's my I think it's I think it's my dad. I think it's in genetics. My dad was military and he even after he retired, he would get up between 4:30 and 5:30 every single morning. Well, yeah, I have to leave around 8 o'clock my time, so I'll be on here for a few minutes until I have to go get ready. Up all night, sleep all day, and even on my days. Well, your body when your body gets used to it. Amby, my top is. If you're talking about, oh, Russell, I'm sorry. The the Independence Day top is done. I just have to sew it together. Um, and I finished my beaded cowl. It's done. And now I'm just working on uh, some washcloths just to kind of use up this yarn here real quick. Yeah, well, when I think about it, it looks like I'm doing about a top a week. Well, on average, a top a week because I was able to get the top. I haven't didn't work on it yesterday or the day before, so yeah, I got it done in less than a week. Amby, I never thought of myself as a fast crocheter. I just maybe I just pick an easy pattern so I don't have to think about it. Oops. Amby, from the title of your from your title. Good morning, El Marie. How are you? You doing okay this morning? Um, do you? I guess you like to read as well as craft, because I'm an avid reader myself. I haven't done a whole lot. Good morning. I know I wasn't there as early. Well, the reason why was I didn't get on any earlier was I was up and I was dressed and ready to go, but Mr. Happy was awake, and so we chatted for a bit, and then he went he went back to bed. Amby, what do you like to read? Is there something specific that you like to read? I'm doing okay this morning. It's a Saturday. Saturdays are weird for me because I have to work. So I have to get up and get ready for work, but I'm able to wear street clothes, like business casual clothes. So I usually I've been wearing like a crocheted top um, with a skirt or slacks. And then while I'm at work, well, thank you very much, Bev. Thank you very much. Um, and you are particularly kind this morning. You are so sweet, Bev. That's just so nice. Um, but I try to keep the schedule as full as possible on Saturdays. So I'm like busy with patients, but at the same time, I like having a little bit of time to send in, well, basically do paperwork at work. And so it keeps me busy. And I only get half an hour for lunch. So that's kind of good because sometimes if it works out, sometimes I'll just skip lunch altogether and um, and just work through my lunch and just go home early. And my boss, um, on Saturdays, he has to bring in his doggy. Um, and so Saturdays also is kind of like, I don't like Saturdays because sometimes the dog can get not yappy, but he cries a lot because he's very, very people oriented. I know, Bev, I'm the same way. You could see me every once in a while. I'm like, okay, it's standing up here. What is the deal with that? And Bev, I tell you what, part of part of my channel has always been reading and writing. I love to read and I'm a writer. I don't write short stories. I usually write novels, but I haven't written in years. I'm not published. Um, but I oh goodness, I don't even know what you would call me. I don't know, but I've got bins full of writing. Um, Most of the time, I was able to print out everything, but not all the time. And some people have like gotten on me, like, when are you going to start writing again? No, I haven't finished anything either, Amby. I just mm, I don't know. I'm just such a perfectionist. That's kind of why I like crochet because um I'm not as a perfectionist in the crochet. I just like getting it done. And if it has a mistake or two in it that only I can see, then it's fine. But when you're talking about something that the world will see, I'm a writer again. Yay, Bev. Russell, what are you working on? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, and Russell, I was going to ask you, did you happen to see Bonnie from Bonnie's Got Knits and I think Knits and Crochet or Knits and More or something like that? She had she did a video on yarn being in plastic. It was very interesting, and I was thinking about you, and I know you said you had yours mostly in tubs, but I was wondering what you thought of that video if you had seen it. Yes, I did, and I'm sorry, Amby. I should have mentioned that. Have a nice day, Pat. Okay, be safe. What do you usually make your blankets out of? I know you said you had a lot of yarn from different places. Do you basically just collect the yarn or do you actually use the yarn from all these different places? And Amby, I like to read the same thing. I love just about everything. It's called Bonnie's Got Knits and then there's something else following that. Yeah, Bonnie's Got Knits and More, or Bonnie's Got Knits and Crochet, or something like that. But the first part is Bonnie Got Knits. Yeah, I believe that that's what it is. Oh, you know what? Actually, I wrote it down. Well, I don't even have my notebook handy. Oh, here it is. Hold on. I think I wrote it down. It's called Bonnie Got Knits and More. Gentleman in Moscow. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I haven't been reading in a long time because every time I get a free minute, I crochet. And I also love to watch TV and TV movies and things like that. Um, and so you can't read while you watch TV, but you can crochet while you watch TV and movies. So yeah, I do that until I fall asleep. Well, not fall asleep, but basically I used to read like right before I go to bed, but the book that I'm reading. Good morning, Crystal. How are you? Just getting ready for work. Me too. Me too. Yeah. So that's why I do my oh, the book I'm reading right now is called The N- The Night, or just Night, Knight, and it's by Stephen James, and he is a psychological thriller slash. He is so amazing. Oh, I love the way he writes. And Stephen James actually, how do I put this? He lives in Eastern Tennessee, and I'm on his Facebook page, so I kind of read. Oh, wow. That's a quick turnaround, Crystal. What do you do with the kids when you're working? What do the kids do when you're working? Um, but anyway, his editor, which I had wanted for years, I had wanted to be an editor, and I took a class in editing and that kind of thing. But anyway, I got to be friends with someone. Come to find out, she is an editor, and she is the editor in chief for Stephen James's books. And I'm like fangirling. Okay, Russell, I use the yarn I buy. It all depends on who I'm making something for. It depends on the yarn. I made my mom a full blanket in mauve from Italy. Oh, made a dad a blanket from Germany. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I know Italy is famous for their colors. I watch Anu, Anoo, Anu, and I love watching her stuff. But she she was going over yarns, and she was talking about the colors of in Italy, that they make the best colors. So what is Germany known for as far as yarn? Because I have heritage, my heritage is in Germany, and I would love to know more about German yarns. I know, right, Bev? I have new yarns, but nope, the clearance out in a bunch. I wonder, well, Crystal, I don't know if things are different in your neck of the woods, because I know you're in Canada. Um, here in correct me if I'm wrong, but I had gone into my Michaels, and I had uh, happened to be there when a whole bunch of uppity ups were there. And I asked them about this whole takeover business. And the guys said that it would not affect anything. You would not even notice it wouldn't even be a blip on the radar as far as takeover, because you're going to have the same everything. Good morning, Becky. How are you? You're supposed to be German, but my daughter had DNA tests. Now we're confused. I'm going to get tested. Uh, oh, now listen, Bev, I'm learning a lot about history. I had that DNA test done. Oh, wouldn't that be fun if we were relatives? Oh, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. Good morning, Karen. Hi, all. I just tipped over in the afternoon. So here, good morning, afternoon. Oh, good. Well, good morning to everybody on the East in the US, and good afternoon to everybody in that on that side of the pond. Yeah, nothing's changed. Oh, yeah. So that would be so cool. Yeah, I had that DNA test done too, but mine came up as like, is there any question about it? um, but I've been learning a lot about the German heritage. Russell, I'm still waiting to hear about that German yarn. I'm here. Um, hang it on pins and needles. Um, but yeah, Germany didn't come to be a country until fairly recently. So, nubby and thin. My dad hates heavy blankets. I don't remember the yarn content. I bought it on a full spool. Oh, okay. So, where do you go to order it? Do you just go online and type in German yarn, or do you have somebody specific that you go to? I mean, I wouldn't want to buy a bunch of it. I just want to say that I have something, have yarn from Germany. But the And I have relatives there, so maybe I could get them to send me some. I don't know. Um, but yeah, so if if the if your stuff comes back and says, if your DNA comes back and says that you're Germanic or Eastern Europe, you could still be German because that's where a lot of came from. But my family has a lot of, they have a lot of, they've done a lot of research. Um, and so I've got my heritage on my dad's side of the family. We've got it all the way back to Scotland. Well, mostly England, but yeah, mostly England. But if you don't do like real in depth and you're not real like particular and you start going back, I can trace it all the way back to Scotland and then France and uh oh, well, see, he still has some German blood in him, right, Elmarie? Even though the yarn was nubby and thin, um Russell, was it like soft to work with? How was it to work with? Germany and Italy is on my bucket list after I visited my family in USA. Oh, Elmarie, can I tell you, I about 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, I can't remember how long ago it was now, but I went to Germany and Italy. It was a trip of a lifetime. I went by myself, but I visited all my family in Germany, or most everybody. Um, and then I've always wanted to go to Italy, and I had a good friend who helped me pay for some stuff in Italy, so I went to Italy too. It was, oh my gosh, it was a dream, and I at the time, I told myself I could live here. I mean, I was on a bus and I was having a under the Tuscan sun moment where I almost pulled the string and said, "Let me off here and just stay." um, I can't buy any more wholesale. I'll dig through the totes to gather up some. Yeah, just let me know. I would really like to know the fiber content of it. And I have, like I said, I've got relatives that live over there, and if they wouldn't know what from what, so I'd have to tell them specifically um where to go to find it. And I've got relatives all over in Germany, so I could find somebody. Oh, uh, I would love, yeah. I would just like to have it for just the sake of having it, you know. I If I made something, I would have to find something really cool to make with it. You know what I always thought it would be kind of neat is if you got yarn from, say, the Scandinavian countries and made something Scandinavian or like um just kind of like that look, that Scandinavian look. I know. The only thing that stopped me, Elmarie, was the fact that I was dating Mr. Happy at the time, so I wanted to get back. um, I work for an optometrist, Amby. I work for an optometrist who um, I'm the only employee, excuse me, the employee. So basically he just sees people in his office and does all the tests, and I do everything else. I do, calling all the patients and insurance and the billing and pre-testing and all that kind of stuff. I do all of it. I wonder if it's something where you can get online and just type in, um, you know, yarn companies in Germany or yarn suppliers in Germany. That would be, yeah, I wonder. Like, you know what? I'm gonna look that up. Write it down or I'll forget. Well, where do I have the list? Yeah, and I watch. I'm sure you do too, El Marie. But I watch Krista from the Secret Yarnery, and she's always talking about how expensive it is to ship to Africa, and that she has a separate company that she goes with all the time. Good morning, Maribel. How are you? You doing okay today? I was watching Anoo, Anoo, and she also, or is it Annoo? Anu, I can't remember, but she was this was earlier this year. She posted a video about um, luxury, no, not luxury yarns, but spring yarns to work with. And oh, Russell, really? Okay, I'll have to. Um, I'll write it down. Um, and one of the yarns that she talked about was the Noro yarn, Noro Geshi, and that's the kind of yarn that I used or that I had and I used to make a bag, and I haven't used the bag, but uh like why do we call it a bag? It's a handbag. It's, a purse or handbag or something like that. It's not a like a tote. And oh, good morning, Lisa. I didn't see you pop in. Good morning. So I got a question just real quick. Um, as some of you know, I'm going to be doing an anniversary on the later on here, about a month and a half, about a month. And I wanted to do some giveaway prizes, but what would you guys think about like getting something store bought, meaning like uh oh like in Walmart they have these great tote bags, and I thought, oh, those would make great project bags. But what would you guys think of something like that as a prize? Would you, or would you say no, not necessarily? Maribel, oh, you got a full day ahead of you, don't you? Little Miss. Um, what would you guys think of prizes like that? I mean, it's not. yarn related, but I just thought that would be kind of neat because some of those bags, I mean, I saw one yesterday that was really cute. It had like a zipper on the bottom, but the bottom part was it was for like cold or hot items, like so you could store hot or cold drinks in there. And then the top had, you know, top was the bag. See, I know not everybody uses bags, tote bags or anything like that, but I just thought that might be a kind of a neat prize. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I don't really know anything about her DNA test. My cousin says she did one. There was no American in her. Her great grandmother, my great great grandmother, was supposedly full blooded. Oh, um, I would check into that, Amby. I would definitely check into that. Yeah. There you are, Bonnie. We were talking about you. Were your ears ringing? We were talking about you, Russell. I was talking to Russell about your video on um, the plastic bags. Well, good. Okay. Well, oopsies. Um, no, you did that video, honey. That's what we were talking about. And about using plastic to store yarn in. And I was telling Russell about it. Well, everybody. I was telling everybody about that. Okay, Becky, thank you so much for popping in this morning. Yeah, I'm going to have to get off here in about 10 minutes myself because I got to put on a face here and get my pill bottle ready to take with me. So what's everybody else doing today? Okay, Russell, you're going to go to bed. Get some sleep. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining me, Russell. I know. It's sad. Yeah, it's kind of sad. I would be interested to know like somebody like uh yeah, and here's the other thing too. I think it depends on if it's airtight and watertight. Don't you think that would make a difference, Bonnie? Yay, Amby! Groceries! Yay! um because I know Ice Yarn, they package theirs in plastic bags. But somebody like Love Crafts and um, who's the other one? Is it Webs? But somebody else, they use those organza bags to ship their yarn in. See, I've not seen that, Bonnie. I don't know what those are. Um, but you gave me a lot to think about. And right now I've got like probably 7 or 8 huge vacuum bags that I have yarn in. And I'm getting concerned about that. So, and if I have to put it all out, I don't have room for it all. So I'm getting really concerned about that. Oh no. Oh, Elmarie, I'm so sorry. Every country around the world is going through their own little thing, aren't they? As far as COVID and wow. Right. Yeah. And that's probably why they use those organza bags, right, Bonnie? Breathable plastics. Yeah. Got it. It's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. Good morning, Wanda. How are you? You caught me just in the nick of time. So I'm about ready to good morning, Denny. How are you? I've missed you the last couple mornings. Yeah, everybody's got lives on Saturdays, don't they? They start at what, 8 well, I started early, so I got everybody else go up and going, but um I know that there's one that starts at 8, and I know that one, so maybe I can hurry up and get to work in a decent hour. I say decent. If I can get to work shortly after 8, then um then I can watch most of, at least I have an earbud in, to affordably geeky is having Dana's Wanderlust Crochet, and she's going to be talking about Christmas in July fairies, which is woohoo. Um, you were on vacation. Oh, did you have a nice time? Were you with the kitties, the little ones? Um, And then after that comes Melanie, and I think DOY Creations comes on sometimes. And then, oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. And then later on this evening at 5 is what's it? The hookers, yarn hookers or something like that. Have a great day, Maribel. You have a wonderful day. Oh, I'm sure that sounds like a very nice time. And I would, that is one thing that I would definitely do if I didn't have to work. That's right. Kim and Chris have a live at noon Eastern, right? They have that. They have theirs. I think Melanie from Hook to the Left has hers at 11. It ships in plastic. They come in from the manufacturer. Oh, interesting. Oh, you know what? I do remember that. I wonder if I'm, yes, I think that. I think so. All right, Bonnie, that sounds like a plan. Hook and Stitch Live. Yeah. Oh no, Danny, that's terrible. Okay, guys, I better get off I really want to watch Dana from Wanderlust Crochet. She's one of my buddies, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing her. So I hope you guys have a no 1,000. You need to have 1,000 subscribers um, in order to have that capability on YouTube in order to do a live. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy all of the lives. You might catch me like lurking, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.